The recent confrontation with the Black Aja has successfully uncovered several traitors operating within the White Tower's ranks, but as the Wheel of Time progresses through its third season, it's becoming clear that numerous Darkfriends still maintain their hidden positions of influence. Throughout Robert Jordan's expansive fantasy series, numerous characters across all social strata and affiliations were gradually revealed as Darkfriends, individuals who have secretly pledged their allegiance to the Dark One. These revelations consistently demonstrated the frightening pervasiveness of the Shadow's influence across the various nations and organizations that populate the Wheel of Time's richly detailed world. The Prime Video television adaptation appears to be maintaining remarkable fidelity to its source material regarding the extensive infiltration of Darkfriends throughout the world's power structures. Several high-profile Darkfriends have already been exposed to viewers, including the scheming noble Bart Haynes, the treacherous Joya, and the fanatical Liandrin. If the narrative continues following the blueprint established in Jordan's novels, and all current evidence suggests it will, then audiences should anticipate that at least 3 additional characters featured in the Wheel of Time Season 3's ensemble cast are actually clandestine operatives working on behalf of the Dark One and his forsaken lieutenants. Alviarin Friedhen, the puppet master in white. The White Tower political intrigue that formed the core of the Wheel of Time Season 3, Episode 5 primarily revolved around the urgent hunt for a Black Aja infiltrator, with initial suspicions falling heavily upon the ambitious Elida. In a clever narrative feint, the episode actually introduced the most probable culprit while deliberately avoiding drawing any attention to this character. Shortly after her tense confrontation with the Emerlin seat Suan Sanche, Elida was shown seeking counsel from a composed member of the White Aja. This Aes Sedai responded to Elida's concerns with responses that perfectly aligned with White Aja philosophy, emphasizing that she based all decisions strictly on logic and reason, above emotional considerations. When Elida identified this character as Alviarin, her apparent hesitation to openly oppose Suan carried distinct undertones of deception. This portrayal closely mirrors the book version of Alviarin Friedhen, a white sister whom Elida selected as her keeper of the chronicles after successfully deposing Suan and claiming the Emerlin seat for herself. The cruel irony unknown to Elida was that Alviarin had secretly been a high-ranking member of the Black Aja all along, and was systematically using her position as keeper to manipulate Elida and effectively control the White Tower from the shadows. Through this seemingly innocuous exchange, the Wheel of Time television adaptation has carefully planted the necessary narrative seeds for both Elida's eventual coup against Suan and Alviarin's subsequent behind-the-scenes domination of the supposedly most powerful woman in their world. Galina Casban, the Red Aja's hidden blade. While Liandrin's immediate circle of Darkfriends has been largely dismantled, it's highly probable that additional Black Aja operatives remain undetected within the White Tower's walls. The third episode provided a significant clue when one of the Red Aja sisters was addressed by the name Galina, thereby confirming the inclusion of another major antagonist from Jordan's original novels. Much like Liandrin before her, Galina Casban in the books was a high-ranking Red sister who had secretly sworn herself to the Dark One's service. Operating under direct orders from Alviarin, Galina would later lead a contingent of Red sisters in a violent attempt to capture Rand al'Thor in The Lord of Chaos, the 6th book in the series. Some observant fans have speculated that Jarrett Beyer, the White Cloak officer seen conversing with Aemon Valda in the Wheel of Time Season 3, Episode 5, might be another hidden Darkfriend, but the series has not provided any definitive confirmation of this theory. In the literary source material, Galina evolved into a recurring antagonist who continued causing problems long after her Black Aja allegiance was revealed. Regarding her television counterpart, while no overt evidence of her Darkfriend status has yet surfaced, the show's increasing focus on the Red Aja's mounting obsession with capturing Rand suggests the adaptation is methodically laying the groundwork for this pivotal storyline from Lord of Chaos. With Elida actively pushing for an official vote to authorize Rand's capture, and her potential ascension to the Emerlin seat growing more likely, all the necessary pieces are gradually moving into position for this dangerous plot to unfold. Melindra, the Spear Maiden's hidden dagger. Melindra, the fierce maiden of the spear who has formed an apparent bond with Lon over their shared connection to his Malkier heritage, initially presents herself as a valuable potential ally in Rand's critical mission to unite the fractious Ale clans. However, if this character remains faithful to her literary counterpart, viewers should brace themselves for an imminent betrayal. In The Shadow Rising, the 4th book which provides much of the foundation for this season's narrative, Melindra shared no particular connection with Lon. Instead, she became romantically involved with Mat Cauthon, deliberately using their relationship in an attempt to isolate Matt from Rand and weaken their crucial friendship. With Matt currently traveling to Tanchico rather than remaining in the Ale Waste as he did in the novels, the television adaptation appears to be transferring elements of this betrayal storyline to Lon instead. This strategic narrative adjustment would explain Moraine's visible discomfort and growing suspicion regarding Lan's developing camaraderie with Melindra. Just as the book version of Melindra worked to drive a wedge between Matt and Rand, her television counterpart may be positioning herself to create discord between Lon and Moraine, potentially sabotaging their vital partnership during the season's climactic episodes. This subtle but significant character realignment demonstrates the show's willingness to adapt book elements to fit its revised narrative structure while maintaining the essence of Jordan's complex web of deception and betrayal.